Hello everybody, this is Mark Schreier. I'm a realtor with Century 21 American Homes Real Estate out of Syosset, New York. And I'm here with an attorney and she will introduce herself.
I'm Sandra Radna. I have an office in Melville, New York, and I have over 25 years of experience helping people with residential real estate closings, both buyers and sellers.
Great, and Sandra has agreed to answer some questions in relation to the whole buying and selling real estate process, so stay tuned. So the first question I have, Sandra, is what is the role of an attorney in the real estate process when it deals with somebody selling their house?
That's a great question, Mark, because when people are selling their house, the most important thing is for them to have an attorney ready prior to the time that they actually have a purchaser for their house. Because once you have a purchaser, what you want to do is get the contract out as soon as possible. And you want the contract to contain all the terms that you've negotiated with the purchaser of your house. If you already have an attorney who already has the basic idea of what your house is, what you're going to be leaving in the house, for example, basically what your price is going to be, what you're not including in the house, that makes the process so much smoother. Great.
Any tips on, as a realtor, the biggest problem we have with some attorneys is the communication gap between realtor and the attorney for the seller and or the buyer. Do you have any tips that you can give a homeowner that's selling their house on what they should tell their attorney about that relationship? Should it be open? Should they share information? Or should it be something that, you know, some attorneys want to keep a lot of things to themselves and that could break down the process with our goal trying to make the closing go as smoothly as possible?
Well, the communication between the seller, the purchaser, and the real estate broker is very important because the real estate broker is the first line of communication with the seller. So once you have a purchaser, the real estate broker is going to send something over, at least in New York, we call it a deal sheet. And that has all the terms of the sale, what the cost is, what the down payment is, when you want to have a closing date, an approximate closing date, we call it an on or about date. And if the communication between the attorney and the real estate broker is good, then everything goes more smoothly. Because if there is a breakdown someplace, sometimes the attorney could step in, sometimes the real estate broker will have the relationship that we need. So it's very good. The other thing is the real estate broker is familiar with the house. They've been living with it because they've shown it so many times. The seller's attorney is coming in kind of new, just based on what the seller is telling them. Sometimes the real estate broker could have additional information that's helpful to making the process run smoothly.
Great information. Thank you very much.